Hello and welcome to another short bulletin, just to bring you up to date with what's been happening over the last few weeks. I had a short break, a little bit of a holiday after all the hard work I did with Hadrian's Wall and the North Yorkshire coast, so that was deserved. And I'm busy now doing the research for the new Northumberland coast film for next year. And as you can see over my shoulder there, that's coming along. It's taking quite a considerable time. There's a lot of information to go through, people to contact and permissions to get for the filming for that. Also, if you look at the screen there, this is my new website. I've always had a website for the last 20 or 30 years, but of course, being a wedding videographer prior to doing this channel for YouTube, it was wedding based, and obviously I retired from weddings 2-3 years ago now, whenever COVID broke out, and so the website wasn't really functional anymore, and the guy who runs my website is in the process of changing it, so hopefully that'll be launched in the early part of the new year, and the idea is that it will support the YouTube channel, so that there'll also be a permanent hosting, if you like, of the films I make, and it'll be another way of people getting in touch with me rather than just leaving messages underneath the YouTube clips. I'd like to thank everybody for their suggestions of what to film next. And the suggestions so far have been the Yorkshire Dales, which I think I mentioned last time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to jump at that one simply because of the cost of travelling from where I live in Newcastle into the Yorkshire Dales. I mean, the time alone for travel would be phenomenal, and I don't have the time to go away and literally stay away for weeks going from place to place. That's not an option for me at this point, so it means travelling every day to wherever I'm filming. So it would be interesting, I agree, but I'm just going to leave that on the back burner for the moment. Similarly, the Lake District, again, lots of information there to explore, and it would make a superb series, I'm sure. But again, at this point, because of the travelling, I'm going to leave that on the back burner as well. The third suggestion I've had so far is to look at the Northumberland rivers and plot their course from their source through to the estuary. Now that is doable. It would be, you could look at each river as an episode or even a mini series. And therefore you could do that over a period of time, and that certainly is doable. So at the moment, that's the front runner as far as the ideas go. The last bulletin I did, I requested help on researching the RNLI, because that is a series that I would like to do, whether it's next year or even the year after. But I do need people to come forward and say, look, I don't want to be on camera. I'm not interested in having me name in the credits, but I can suggest that you look here, or I have photographs that you can use, or just any help at all, giving me contact details of someone who does know, etc., etc. But so far, nobody's come forward. So I put that request out once more. Please, if there's anyone out there related to or is involved with the RNLI, would like to get in touch and just give me some help in the research of that project, I'd be extremely grateful. I'm just about to post. I've held off posting because of the death of Queen Elizabeth. I didn't think it poignant to be posting videos when the nation's been through a period of mourning. But in the next week or two, the last episode of the Haunted History series will be posted. And I say last simply because, as I say in the clip which you'll see, the Haunted History series just isn't getting the viewer numbers. Whether it's not appealing to people, it's not a silly thing. It's not even a tongue-in-cheek thing. There's a lot of true history in there. And then obviously the ghost story is a legend attached to that. So there's still points of interest in there for historians and, just general tourists who are interested in the stories of that exist here in the Northeast. But for some reason, it's just not getting the viewer numbers. And I've decided, because of the huge amount of research, I mean, you've no idea. Already I've put in about a month's work of solid research day after day, going through websites and everything else, just to produce 5 or 10 minutes of film. So I'm not going to put that amount of effort in, especially when I'm not getting paid for any of this, if it's not going to be viewed and enjoyed by people. So unless you write to me and there's people out there who've enjoyed it and say, oh, please, we would like more, then I'll consider continuing. But for the moment, this episode 5, as it will be the last one for the foreseeable future. The other problem I've had as well is that a lot of these stories are situated in public houses, inns, castles, and the owners just do not want to attract ghost hunters, and they've refused permission to film anywhere near. So that's been another big issue with that one. So that's the news on that. And really that's brought you up to date for now. As I say, I'm spending the winter months getting the website redone, doing the research for these films for next year. Of course, the winter months don't make it easy to take a camera out. So that will be it for until the next bulletin. But please keep posting your comments, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe, put a thumbs up and a like, because it all helps the channel to grow, and therefore more people see the films and can enjoy them. But a massive thank you for all the people who have subscribed. And again, a massive thank you to all the people who've put a nice comment and given their words of support. It really, really, genuinely makes a difference. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Cheerio for now, and we'll see you very soon.